literal 0 gatecrash cards in this deck. This is very, very reminiscent of the deck that Josh R. Layden played to a top 8 in GP Charleston last year. And he's going to be facing off Skyler Weinkauf, who is playing
nothing other than Junk Reanimator.
Yeah, your favorite deck out there.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of this deck at the top tables, to be sure.
We heard you out there that you love this deck and you wanted us to put it on camera, and so we did for you. So Ryanne is on the play here with the green-white aggro deck and leads off with the Navison's Pilgrim, which is going to set up a lot of plays like Loxodon Smiter or Silverblade Paladin. And it looks like the Junk Reanimator oh, sorry, I misspoke. Skyler is actually the one on the play, and he has an Arbor Elf on turn 2. So Ryanne on his turn 2 goes ahead and plays a Loxodon Smiter, put a clock on.
Yeah, to put it bluntly, this the aggro deck is clear. The aggro in the matchup. They're playing a lot of the same cards, because in Junk Reanimator, actually almost all its finishers are white and green cards. As we'll see with, as we see the two namesake finishers there, the mulch does not hit anything. It does not hit any lands, but it does put a Crater Hoof and Restoration Angel and a Angel of Serenity into the graveyard.
Okay, Ryanne untaps for the 3rd turn, and contemplating some mana guys, some land. I've got a Rancor in there. So we got untapped land, and we're definitely going to begin our attack on here. Oh, is that Silverblade Paladin? This might be a big attack. Looks like we're going to have a Silverblade Paladin and a Rancor go on that Loxodon Smiter, and we're going to be attacking for 12. Here comes the Rancor.
All right. So this is the really cool part about the green-white aggro deck, is it really has a lot of pop to it.
Yeah.
So but when I say that, I mean, these just explosive starts where it's dealing huge numbers of damage. So right now we're at that, that's 12.
Yep. Turn 3, you're at 8. Oh, I'm not playing a red deck. No.
Nope.
And Skyler is kind of stalled. Last turn we had a mulch that looked like it didn't.
Skyler was looking for another land, but didn't find it. Now with a Grizzly Salvage here, I don't think Skyler can actually find a way to live. I'm not sure what draw he'd be looking for.
So, and he's hitting a land off of that, and he can potentially play a chump blocker, but because the Rancor gives trample, that's not really an out. So we need maybe an Abrupt Decay. Abrupt Decay probably does it.
Abrupt Decay would work. Yep.
Yeah. But we're just getting a regular forest, so that's not an out. So we need a mono green out here, which I don't think we're gonna have.
Yeah, I don't think we have one.
Yep. So we're gonna pass the turn, and assuming all the creatures go sideways, it looks like we're gonna have a quick game 1.
I'm kind of surprised that Skyler just continued to play it. I don't see what the line he's playing to is, but
yeah. I think if you're looking for information, just passing with the Grizzly Salvage without casting the Grizzly Salvage is more likely to get a spell out of them. But Ryanne goes ahead and attacks with her 6/4 double striking trampling Loxodon Smiter.
All right, so game 1 for game 1 goes to Ryanne. Both players, I believe, still undefeated here.
Yeah.
So
this is the winning in for the winning in, right?
Yes, the winning in for the winning in. For those of you watching records. So in the sideboard, Skyler's gonna want to board in anything he can do to prolong the game to the point where he can start resolving Thragtusks.
Yep.
What's good about the junk deck, or about the green-white deck as opposed to a red deck, is the green-white deck is far more resilient to cards like Thragtusk. It's because as you see there, it really deals damage in increments of 12.
Yeah. Huge chunks.
A 5 might not even buy you another turn.
Yeah.
Other than that, it is a lot less resilient to cards like Supreme Verdict, so there's a little bit of a trade-off.
Yeah. And so one big thing about this deck that helps push past the Thragtusk is that it has the Rancors to give trample. It has Celestia Charms to give trample. It also has Faith Shield, which can be used to make things evasive. And in addition to that, it has some flyers, including 4 Sublime Archangels, that really help fly over and push through that big damage.
Right. So I think we were talking before about green-white aggro. As far as the creatures go, there are these must-answer creatures, which Silverblade Paladin, Sublime Archangel, and Wolfear Silverheart are the cards that are they're the haymakers of the deck. And then you have these these smaller cards that basically accelerate you into any one haymaker, and your goal is to really ride one of those cards to victory, almost on its own. Rancor helps to do that.
Yep. So, what do you like from Skyler's side here?
Well, anything defensive. Skyler has in the sideboard Abrupt Decays, Centaur Healers, Rock's Faithmenders. One Thragtusk has actually been moved to the board of Skyler's deck. Any number of those coming in the main would be fine. They're obviously they're less good. Some of them, like cards like Centaur Healer, are less good than they would be against a red deck. Nonetheless, I'm not sure if Centaur Healer is something you want. I know Rock's Faithmender it seems to me like it would be.
Yeah, I think that I kind of want the removal a little bit more than the life gain guys, just because
so you want
the life
like
gain
Sever
doesn't
the
go as
Bloodline.
far as red.
There are 2 Severs in the board.
So
as well.
I love the Abrupt Decays, and I think I want the Sever the Bloodline, and I still want the Thragtusk because it's probably going to trade for something and buy you some
I'm
time.
not positive. That seems odd to me that Thragtusk isn't in the main. But yeah, and I think when I'm looking at it, the scarier part is a lot of green-white's threats. When you look at Sublime Archangel and Silverblade Paladin, in essence have haste. So Sever the Bloodline, while good, may still be slow. Skyler still needs to have a lot of life gain.
Yep. So from Ryanne's side of things, I don't think I really want to make that many changes. The one card I'm thinking about here is, on the play, I might want to play my Thalia Guardian Thrabins from the sideboard, because one of the ways Skyler is going to win is to have like a quick mulch into an Unburial
Turn
Rites.
4 write something.
Yeah, and so being able to get an extra turn to slow him down and get your big fatty in seems like a reasonable play. So I think I want to bring in the 2 Thalias on the play and probably on the draw as well.
Ryanne, the only thing she has for the matchup, she has 3 Termods crits, which I'm not thrilled about because it's such a narrow card. Like it's a creature you don't, it's not a threat, and you're definitely a deck where you want threats.
Yeah.
That said, if they're in her sideboard, this has to be the matchup that she was planning to put them in for.
That's absolutely true. Like they're there for something, and it must be for this, because it's certainly, there's not enough human reanimator to justify them here. But yeah, I worry about like watering down the core theme of her deck. There's something that this deck does, and it does very well.
One crypt is fine, I suppose, but the second one is just awful.
Yeah.
Right, so we see a turn 1 mana dork from Skyler, an Arbor Elf.
It's actually a turn 2 because
sorry.
he's once again gotten all buddy lands that don't have anything to buddy them up with. And
which is awkward because the mana ramp was Arbor Elf.
Yeah.
And Skyler does have a forest here.
Luckily for Skyler, it looks like Ryanne certainly doesn't have a turn 1 play, and it looks like she didn't have a turn 2 play either.
That's strange. I would expect that she would keep something that would have one of them.
Yeah. So I imagine to keep a hand like that, you have to have something like Silverblade Paladin and Sublime Archangel, like something ridiculous in order to keep a no 1-drop, 2-drop hand.
Yeah, even then I'm not sure I like that without an Avacyn's Pilgrim on the draw.
Sure. No, I'm not saying like it's a correct keep, but like that's, if I were in Skyler's seat, that's what I would be thinking there.
Well, it seems fair because actually when you look at the green-white deck, the only plays it has below 3 are 2 Arbor Elves and 4 Avacyn's Pilgrims and 2 Thalias. All the other creatures are 3 or higher. So you probably don't actually have the luxury of always mulliganing into something with earlier action. And she does have a Knight for Celestia Charm, which she can then pair up.
Yeah.
So this is probably just fine.
That is not how I want to be using my Celestia Charms, I don't think.
No, but I think it's necessary to have that turn, to have a play before turn 3. And it seems correct.
We see here that it's going to get 4 damage through. It's going to pair with the Silverblade Paladin, and we're going to attack for 4 on turn 3, and then we're going to attack for 8 on turn 4.
I think that's just fine.
Yep.
And, you'd say, oh, this is pretty soft to Thragtusk, and as long as she has a Rancor or something, then it should be just fine.
Yeah.
There's plenty of ways to push through.
So Skyler's got this Thragtusk. And so what Ryanne would really like now is some way to boost the power of her creatures so that they can attack into Thragtusk profitably.
Well, what I would like to do, and this is something, if you think, this is judging kind of a skill play on your opponent to see how good you think your opponent is. If you swing both creatures, if Skyler's smart, she'd block the token, or he'd block the token. If he blocks the Silverblade Paladin, you could put first strike damage on, then you could Restoration Angel, flickering the Silverblade Paladin, repairing with the Angel, and then getting regular damage off the Knight as well.
That actually doesn't work.
No, you don't get regular damage damage off the knight, but you'd still get you'd get a free 2 damage.
Yeah, you absolutely do. Although,
so if you change it, you don't get the regular damage as well, correct?
Yeah. The creatures that deal damage in the regular strike part of the combat damage phase are things with double strike and things that haven't dealt damage already. So
I see. That makes sense. So we see from Skyler the Rock's Faith Mender and Frag Tusk, unfortunately in the wrong order.
Yeah. And so Ryanne did not attack. She chose, to pass, and she's going to Restoration Angel at the end of Skyler's turn. Probably repair the Paladin.
The attack is an aggressive play because if Skyler reads it correctly and blocks the token, then you've thrown a token away.
Yeah.
That said, I might be okay doing that. I don't really think the token does anything.
Yeah, and you're not throwing it away. You're trading it for the front half of a Frag Tusk. And 2 damage.
Yeah.
Which, might be worthwhile for you. And certainly,
I think
given that there's a Rock's Faith Mender on the board, I would want to get that Thrag Tusk off the board if possible, because I don't want to leave up the Restoration Angel, my Thrag Tusk gain 10
absolutely
life
not
play. But so we'll get confirmation on this. I imagine that we've paired the Restoration Angel with the Silverblade Paladin.
No, not paired. Because she's waiting to use the Wolfear Silverheart with the Restoration Angel, or with the Silverblade Paladin.
With Silverblade Paladin.
Is that better than with the Restoration Angel? I actually dislike this pairing. As
odd
as it is.
It's going to get chumped a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's a pretty strong pair. It's hard to argue with. I suppose.
I think so. I like this play if she has a Rancor in hand,
or a Slash Nature,
or some other way to give trample.
Or even a Fate's Shield.
Oh, did you see what she had in her plan?
No.
She has a Rogue's Passage in her hand.
Oh my.
Oh my, indeed.
And there are 3 Rogue's Passages in her mana base. It's not just a Miser card. No, she wants to draw it.
So this is exciting. Next turn, she's going to have exactly the mana for it, and so she's going to be able to attack with an unblockable Wolfear Silverheart that is an 8/8 that's double striking.
That should be.
And I think that's going to be lethal with the attacks from the Restoration Angel, right?
It should be.
As long as Skyler doesn't find a way to win or to gain any more life this turn.
Ryanne has the token for Skyler. So Ryanne doesn't have to worry. Does not have to worry about Angel of Serenity unless Skyler plays a Temple Garden here either.
Yeah.
That would be the card that would win this for her.
But we're still. Oh no, that would be exactly enough.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm so excited for this Rogue's Passage.
I don't think Skyler will see it coming.
No.
Thrag Tusk gain. Oh, Unburial Rites the Tusk gain 10.
No.
Oh, that's probably fine. I mean, that's one. So this is what we kind of said the difference between red and green white.
Yeah.
Is that green white? This was 1 turn, whereas like against red, that'd be the game.
Yeah. No, it's maybe even half a turn.
Right. Just like, yeah, okay, it's fine. Yep, you got it.
I was so super excited for the hyper combo finish, and I guess Ryan will have to kill Skyler over the course of 2 turns.
I mean, I think you just do it. You play Rogue's Passage and throw the Wolfear in.
Oh yeah.
Because it's too cool not to.
It's too cool not to, and I'm pretty sure it's the correct play too.
Yeah. No, it's very strong.
So. Other options, we just drew another Silverblade Paladin. Oh, there's the Rogue's Passage. Come on, do it. Do it. Show that dirty reanimated player. I am too excited for this.
Yeah.
I think this is all about the Rogue's Passage. It might be some sleep madness going on.
No, I mean, it's cool. There's this Skyler's dead to this card.
And you were making fun of me for being excited.
If I were there, I'd just look at the board and be like, well, oh man, I am dead.
That's not good. I have lost to that card a number of times in draft, but I have not lost to it in Constructed.
Oh, okay. She's not gonna send any no rogues today. I kind of think there should be. Maybe not. I guess pairing with Resto and then swinging is also very strong.
Yeah.
Swinging rest all the double strikers.
So if you're doing this, though, I think you don't play the Rogue's Passage because you want to keep that secret from your opponent and not have them know that they're dead.
Well, I don't really like the attack here because he's going to block with the Thrag Tusk and reanimate it again.
It's true. So that's gaining 10 life.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if he can't draw Angel of Serenity or Creator Hoof here soon, he's going to die.
Yeah. There's something to be said about getting creatures off the board so that you can't be Crater Hoofed back. Looks like Skyler is going to take the damage from the double striking Restoration Angel and the double striking Silverblade Paladin, which I believe is 18.
Yep. Skyler drops to 10.
Yep. And did we draw a miracle?
No, we have a Resto, another Resto. It's going to be another 10 life.
Yeah.
Probably still dead, actually. Well, close. Not
so
dead, but not in good shape.
We're taking 22 from unblockable creatures next turn?
Resto Angel can block the flyer.
Oh, that's right.
You get one more shot. You get one more shot at... I don't know. What I think would be
But we're still taking 16 from the Wolf Hero, right?
The thing I like is if you think about this, you know, in a couple weeks, she'd have a play such as, all right, Armadillo Cloak, my Wolf Hero Silverheart. swing for 22, unblock, like lifelink, trample.
You thought gaining 10 life a turn was good.
I mean, that would just completely put the game. Like, all right, Armadillo Cloak.
I wonder if that card is going to bring back the Bant Hexproof Auras deck.
Well, I mean, it's not that different from Gift of Orzhova, really. As far as you're putting it on things that are already unblockable. But I'm not sure it's even
+2/+2
in trample instead of 2/2 trample or 1/1 flying. Both give lifelink. Like I don't think it might be an upgrade. I don't think a significant one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's probably a little bit easier to cast too, but Gift of Orzhova.
So
almost as good.
The Wolf for Silverheart will use the Rogue's Passage.
It's a very sneaky giant wolf.
Wolf Warrior.
Yes.
Just it.
Come on. Do it. There we go.
So much damage. Oh my. Just so much damage.
All right.
Excellent.
So we've got the Restoration Angel, gain 10.
Sure. All right. Back up to 20 and a beast token.
Yeah.
Still looking grim.
We have to chump the Restoration Angel with our Restoration Angel, and it's probably good to chump the Silverblade Paladin as well. And you need to do more than that. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, you gain 10 life and still went to 4. That's pretty good. So, legitimately, like, ooh,
double blocking what?
Looks like we're double blocking the Silverblade Paladin.
Silverblade Paladin is a 6, right?
Yeah, it's a 6/6. This is a bad block because we're gonna kill the Rock's Faithmender, which was like one of the few ways you had of continuing this game.
I don't understand the block. I don't think it's.
I think that Skyler just had a brain fart about like the size of the Silverblade Paladin or how double strike works or something along those lines.
Yeah, Silverblade's not dead.
Yeah. And our judge is explaining how power and toughness work. Or maybe how blocking order works. We have helpful judges that explain many things.
Alright, so yeah, we'll figure out what's happening here. It's some sort of chump block.
I believe that's Aaron Henner, level 2 from Portland. Fairly serious player who's taken
kill both of them, isn't it?
It should.
Yeah, it should just kill everything.
Because it's 8 toughness and it's dealing 12 damage. And like, even if some of them weren't dying from first strike, they're only dealing 4 damage to the Silverblade Paladin, and Silverblade Paladin has 6 toughness.
So an update on our esteemed commentator, Cedric Phillips, now 7-0.
Well, you know what they say about Cedric in 10-round tournaments. He just keeps winning till the quarterfinals. Oh, wait, no, the semifinals. Good job, Cedric. We're proud of you.
All right. So, and that's then we get a concession there. So Ryanne Chadmon also moves to 7-0, defeating Skyler Weinkauf 2 games to 0.
Nice job, Ryan.
Yeah, and really, the green-white aggro deck, you know, nothing that we haven't, you know, kind of a blast from the past in that it's not playing any of the new cards, but still very potent at doing what it's doing. I think the deck, as I said, fell out of favor because of the pickup in Supreme Verdicts, but if she can dodge